I'm going to show you how I make minimum $1,000 a day with this exact strategy trading meme coins, and it's quite new. The tool that we're going to be using is Bullx Neo. You'll find the link for this inside of the description. It is the lowest fees to trade, and it is the best tool that I've ever used. Very similar to any other tools that you might have used like GMGN. However, there is a little twist, and I'm about to show you that in this video. So currently you can see that I invested $600 into Shred, sold $692, and my moon bag is about $849. This was yesterday. I also invested $1,300 into DPM, and I'm currently up $764 with about $2,000 remaining. And you can see TTT, which is the interesting one, invested $678 and sold $700. My moon bag is $650. VC, very similar thing, another moon bag of $675. GRA, which is the interesting one, I invested $100, up $490. NIA $640, $867 made. And as you can see, all of these were actually invested yesterday. In fact, if you look at Shred over here, you can see the price which I got in at was exactly at the bottom. It's crazy because people say that charting meme coins, in fact I used to think that charting meme coins was actually quite whack, but what I've started to realize right now is that timing your entries is very important. I actually timed almost the bottom, actually the close of this 4-hour candle over here, and then we're seeing a crazy meteoric rise up to about 2.5 million. Currently start at about 1.5 million, which is fine because I do think that this could go higher, and you're going to realize why very soon. So how I actually found these meme coins is very simple. The first thing that I did was I looked at one of the main meme coins which was sending right now. It's all about finding the first meme which is absolutely running. And like I mentioned in the last video, if you've been keeping up with this channel, which I recommend that you do, every single month there is a new play. Sometimes there's even 3 big plays in a month. You can see 1 month ago it was Peanut the Squirrel. 2 months ago it was Goat. Another one was Fart. Fart is actually related to Goat, and it is the same one created by Act as well. So these ones are actually from the exact same narrative, both of them looking at 700 million and 900 million. This is a narrative that I really want to go through in another video, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. And you can see that every single month there has been a very, very big send-off from Pump Fund. This is something which you can get in at 100k market cap, 50k market cap, a mil market cap, and ride it all the way up to billions. So whenever you see one of these memes and that they start sending, what you need to do is you have to look at the whale wallets using Bullx and break it down. The main one that we're sending at the moment was actually one called Griffin. Now, Griffin is an interesting one. This one is a launch pad for AI agents. And you can see, again, it launched a month ago. And for weeks, I think it was about 2 weeks, it was absolutely wrecked. It was in the bin. The price was down at about a $1.5 million market cap, as low as obviously a few $1,000s, and is now currently sat at 296 million. So what I decided to do, instead of just looking at this and being like, oh my god, I faded it and block it out, I actually decided to do due diligence into it and think, why is this meme actually trending? What is going on? Why is it trending? Why is it pushing up, and what are the whales doing? These are questions that you should be asking yourself. Even if you don't have big money right now, this is how you make big money. You find the memes here and you sell them up here, and before you know it, you have big money. You know, money is a result of action. So I went on to Griffin. I actually looked at the Twitter, and what I found is that this, being an AI agent creating machine, it's obviously created new AI agents. If you go back onto Griffin, then you actually look at the dev, you'll see that the dev actually has a wallet, and inside of his deployed tokens was multiple other tokens, and you can actually see his P&L on these tokens and the amount of tokens that he's actually holding. Now, I do think that this narrative is going to actually carry on. So if you're watching this right now, you're actually still in with the trick. If not, and you're watching this a bit late and all of these memes have already ran up and gone crazy like the A16Z portfolio, don't worry. Like I said, every single month there's a new one. So when you see this, use this strategy and save this video. So as you can see, I went through here and I find tokens like DDC. I also found tokens like TTT, DPL, and etc. So when I went through, I looked at the market cap of these tokens. Now, some of these, the reason why their market cap is so low is because they actually don't have social media. So if you look at something like M fraud, for example, and you see it's just the token. It doesn't have anything. So maybe it launches a CTO or something like that. Again, it's only a 62K market cap. Maybe I'll put in like, like 0.1 Solana or something just to keep an eye on it. Maybe it does 1,000x or something and gets CTO'd or something crazy like this. But you can see the reason why it isn't pumping is because it just has the pump fund link and the token link, nothing else. But if we have a look and we look at something like DDC, for example, we've seen that inside of this token, it actually has the social media links as well. Okay, so that shows you that it's actually doing something. Degen Doggo coin, right? In fact, I'll actually buy some more. Okay, and because it has social media links and stuff like that, that means that it actually could do well. Okay, so then instead of actually, again, just blind aping it and going like, okay, well, this is the dev tokens, I'm going to buy all the dev tokens, I actually take it to a step further. Okay, I'm actually looking at what was created. Why was it created? Okay, and again, because it was created over a month ago, I don't want to make sure that I'm late to the narrative. So I go back onto Griffin and actually looked at what Griffin actually is. Surprise, surprise, most people, again, they're not doing this. Not actually looking and using the tools available. Now, Griffin is an interesting one because actually it is an early access, and the early access right now is currently closed. I can't wait for this thing to open up because it's so powerful. Actually, what it does is it has a pump fund agent, and it also has an automated money maker agent as well. So these guys made $3,000 in the past 24 hours using the pump fund sniping bot made by this thing as well. I'm going to give this guy a follow. So with that being said, I also went in, and you can start to see, I think the one for the DDP one was interesting because they actually shared the token, and it was made by the founder. So you can see here, activated my Griffin sniper bot using the Soulflare wallet. If you're having problems, look at the Griffin NFTs. You can see over here, this was one of them, but the actual post which I want to find, I might not be able to find. Oh, do you know where it will be? It will actually be over here. So this is the tweet. As you can see, it is the co-founder of Solana Labs who tweeted and retweeted the pump fund link for DPM. Okay, so as you can see, when you work backwards, you can start to see, okay, this is a stronger narrative because it's not just aping into a random ticker now, and I'm not just buying all the things from the dev wallet. Kind of like what happened with Andrew Tate saga, but I'm working back and finding strength. When the Solana co-founder is shilling a pump fund link, this belongs in the hundreds of millions of dollars. It's that simple, right? It's the Solana co-founder. What more do you want, right? It's like Elon Musk shilling your bags. So as you can see over here, that allows me to add conviction to the token, okay? So then, now I can work backwards even more. Now I know that this token is something with conviction, okay? It's DPM. Not DPL. So I'll go over here, and DPM. And you can see over here, you can also see it's actually one of the tokens which I brought. Again, I brought in at 4 million. I managed to cash out a little bit at 10. No, actually, this is the one that I held. You can see it here. Invested 1K. This one which I didn't sell. I'm currently holding 2K, up $731 in profit. So this is one where I can look at it now, and I can be like, okay, I can trade the ranges. When we look at the main token, which is Griffin, okay, and then we look at how it rode up, it traded in these ranges, okay. It went from 10 million, so 96 million, all the way down, had a huge dip, all the way down to 24 million, and then it went from 24 million, all the way up to 200 million, went down to 131 million, and then jumped up to almost over 400 million, right? So if you just brought this dip on a $20 million market cap, okay, you could have still made almost 20x gains. And this is a $20 million market cap. So instead of having to chase pump fund after pump fund and blind aping and sitting there like a dancing monkey, click, 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 getting rugged, you can actually work backwards like what I've just done, use what I've just taught you, to kind of find the narratives of things that you can stick with. It's exactly similar to virtuals for those people that followed my streams about virtuals before virtuals went absolutely crazy. Now, what you can see is, okay, if that's the case and we've seen these huge dumps and pumps, then it's safe to say that if Griffin continues, which I think it can, then DPM is going to be the beta play for Griffin. Okay, so I know that, right, even though I'm in at 4 million, if it comes back down to my entry over here, I can be patient. I can even set limit orders and I can average in again and look for the next level. Okay. Another thing I can do to continue on these narratives is extend on one of the other videos which I made about wallet tracking and start to actually see what the whales are doing and the top holders are doing of this token. You can see currently using Bullx Neum that the top holders of this token are currently 4.9 thousand with 21% of the top 10 holders. This means that it's going to be very volatile because the top 10 holders might change. Usually you actually do want to see a higher insider amount and actually a higher top holder percentage, on the contrary to what most people think, where they're like, oh, well, top holders hold most of the supply and there's loads of insiders. You kind of actually need that to stop the tokens from getting wrecked by people just like market selling like 50k, 100k orders, right? Then we can go to two things. We can go to smart and we can check what the smart money is doing. You can see 26 minutes ago, this guy actually brought tokens, currently holding about 2k worth. And you can see also these guys are actually actively trading. So I can save these wallets, which sometimes on Bullx Neo you'll see that it will do this like glitchy square thing. And then you either have to refresh the screen or you just have to wait. But it will load eventually and it will load up all the tokens and all of the smart money. But you'll see that when it does load, it will load up a dashboard over here and it will see that this guy, his realized P&L, this means how much money he's actually pulled out. He's up over $8,000. His unrealized P&L, tokens that he's still got, is almost $40,000. So this guy is very, very profitable. He's only spent about 16 grand. So he's spent 16 grand, he's made 37k, and he's pulled out 8k. So he's pulled out half of his money, and he's still got 3 times more than his money inside of active tokens. And all of these, turn out to be the narrative which we're looking at. In fact, DPM, he only invested $1,000 and he's already made $7,000 with $4,000 remaining. Okay, this is massive. CDP, he's invested 2.6k. He's already pulled out $500, and he has $1,000 remaining. Right, so all of these could probably do well. So what we can do is we can save this wallet as a smart wallet. And then we can tag it as a smart wallet and we can set an alert for whenever this person decides to buy tokens, okay? And then we can look for his active positions, the ones which he invested the most amount of money in, and we can see, okay, can this narrative continue? So for TTT, this one is actually inside the same narrative, and funnily enough, it's a token which I already jumped on for this narrative. This one was like Thirsty Thought token, okay? And all of these tokens are actually from the same Griffin narrative. So what you'll find is anytime there's a big token, for example, when the Peanut token started to push, you look at the Peanut dev, you see what the Peanut dev's been doing, you look at the top whales, you see what the top whales have been doing, and you work backwards to see what the next moves are making. Over time, after a few days, weeks, and even months of doing this, you will have a backlog of narratives which may come back, whale wallets which you can follow to see fresh moves, and also an in-depth understanding of true due diligence. Rather than waiting for shills or waiting for Twitter alpha, you can be ahead of the game by using this strategy. And long term, it will allow you to start making thousands of dollars per day. You can see even some of these ones where I might not have sold tokens or lost money has only ever been the ones where I haven't been following the narratives. But any of the trades which I've followed the narratives, stuck with it, gone with the dev tokens and worked backwards, they have been my most profitable trades. So hopefully this video has explained to you how you can start making $1,000 a day trading meme coins. If you have any alpha or you'd like to share alpha, we actually have a completely free community. The link for that is inside the description, called The Trenches. In there, we are sharing alpha calls. I think the last one that we hit was actually a 20x. Over here, yeah, this one. He actually spotted a smart wallet from Mark. And Mark said, smart wallet brought in mastery play. Not really much info, just a countdown on the alpha over here. And you can see actually a few hours later, it already hit a 20x. And this one actually became a whole new narrative, right? This one over here, I think I was actually offline at the time, but it became a whole new narrative. And now people are expecting this one to do crazy, like it's at 9 million in the space of a day. So what happens when this one goes from 9 million to 200 million, right? And then from 200 million to 500 million, right? Again, we go through the same process, we go through the same due diligence. It becomes a habit, okay? And eventually it becomes a skill, and it becomes something that you can keep forever. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much. Link inside the description if you do want to join the trenches, hopefully start hitting some of these 20x's. And if you do want to learn more, make sure to subscribe to my channel and keep notifications on. Every single day I'll be updating you guys with the new narratives, the new plays, and also some new methods of finding meme coins. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.